Hello, what's going on, everyone? It's Kimberly Prosperity out of Pooler, Georgia. Hey, Instagram, what's going on? Let me fix this. Don't you love it when people use their phones when they start a live as a mirror? Anywho, I hope y'all are well. I know I've been MIA, but I actually wasn't feeling like myself. Yeah, I was pretty under the weather for a few days, so I'm back now. Anyway, for my TLC viewers, you are going to love this video. Hey, what's going on, Aphrodite? So listen, this video, all right, basically, let's not do days because I don't know when I'll upload this to YouTube. 48 hours ago was Fun Friday, and y'all know that's where I snatch up all of my deals and my steals and I pass them on to you, those of you who are working, those of you who don't know how to log into your account, those of you who don't know what's going on. So you know, I always got your back, right? So I'm on Fun Friday. Sorry y'all, I'm looking at my son running outside, but I'm on Fun Friday. Hey Utoka, and I'm getting the deal. The deal is on the NRG, so this is one of my top products. So I'm like, yes, right? And what's going on, Jay? So I'm snatching up the NRG. This helps me with my energy. This helps me stay up late at night while I'm studying all this stuff, right? And I get an email. An email says, your smart ship has been canceled. Come again, friend? What you mean my smart ship has been canceled? Then I go to log into my back office and I can't log in. And so I'm like, oh, well, what incarnation is going on here, right? Let me get a little bit of energy while I ramp up my sweet moss. So I'm like, what's going on? Now, you know when you know how you know that your password is correct. So you like, I should be able to get in. Was I hacked? Was I this? Was I that? So then I go to the top retailers chat because I'm in that, right? So I'm like, anybody else can't get in there? Anybody else got a smart ship cancellation notice and can't get in their back office? One other person says me. So I'm like, okay, good. I'm sorry, sis, but I ain't gonna lie. It helps me to know that I'm not alone, right? It's not just me. So then I message that person. I'm like, hey, so somebody, a corporate person in the chat is like, call corporate. So, you feel like that's just like saying, go to the principal's office. So I'm like, what is going on? And your mind starts running like, what could it possibly be? So I private message the other person who, had their back office shut down. I'm like, hey, did you get the message to call corporate too? And they're like, no hablo inglés, solamente hablo español. So I'm like, pues, yo hablo también. Has llamado a corporado? like, she was like, I don't speak English, I speak Spanish. I'm like, well, okay, cool, girl. I speak Spanish too. You call corporate. But she hadn't yet because she was trying to get a translator. I don't know why she was doing that because I think they have their own line, but okay. So now I'm conflicted. Do I get the deals? Do I call corporate? Do I call corporate? Do I get the deals? Should I get the deals on my customer account if I'm not going to get commission for it because they done blocked me out? What do I do? So I end up calling corporate. Of course, it's Fun Friday, so I'm on hold for forever. Long story short, what had happened was, once again, your friend was out of compliance. I stay in trouble with compliance. And the funny thing about this story is that I had literally just thought to myself, go kill. You haven't been in trouble with compliance in a while. I just thought that the other day. Lie to you not. So when I'm calling corporate, I'm like, hold up. They're like, yeah, your back office is shut down because of compliance. Why didn't you get no email? And then this is how it works. And I'm saying this to help someone because honestly, if you're out there working, you're gonna get caught up with compliance. It's inevitable. Es inevitable. What's the word? What's the song? Shakira used to have a song that I used to love. Es inevitable. Yeah. So it's inevitable. You're going to get called by compliance. You're going to get email. It's nothing to panic about. But the thing that ticked me off was that this was the first time that they had shut me out. So I'm like, well, what's going on? So apparently the system that they used for the notification for the compliance department used sometimes flags it as spam. So the person was like, hey, go to your spam thing. And I'm like, well, hold on now. I've always gotten these emails. They don't go to spam. But sure enough, 3 emails were in there from spam. First warning, second warning, final warning. And I have a whole bunch of email addresses, but I have one that I solely, strictly dedicate for my TLC business. So luckily, I got a good guy, and I'm a cool person. And I always tell everybody this, not just my team, but everybody. Like, I hate when there's a situation and people like take it to the next level by being like, what the hell is going on now? There's no need for that, right? There's no need for that. You have to be cool as a fan when you're doing things, because you really do get more bees with honey. I know with me, how people approach, I don't care what you ask me, but how you ask me, sucker, that means everything to me. So luckily, I got a cool guy in compliance. Like I said, I'm always in trouble with compliance. So they need to just assign me a compliance person. But anyway, I got him. I was cool, and I was like, what's going on? I'm cracking jokes, but it really ain't funny. So he walks me through this situation. I will bring this up with corporate in the next top retailers call, which is, we have a top retailers call next week. And so I definitely, they're always asking like, hey, what are your suggestions for improvement? I'm not gonna lie, like about our company, like I'm not a grand poobah, doobah ambassador or anything like that, but they still as long as you're like taking the business seriously, I think it's pretty simple to catch corporate's eye, and they will listen when you do. So I'll definitely be bringing up some suggestions the next go round, because I was like, this should not have gone to my spam folder. Compliance needs to use whatever email blast system corporate is using. Compliance needs to use it too, because how did I get the smart ship cancellation email, but I didn't get all the subsequent emails that led to that, right? But anyway, the guy was super duper cool. He was like, listen, you got the thing. I'm going to go ahead and open up your back office for 24 hours if you don't delete all of the videos. Because, y'all, I had to delete more than, 70. Not 17, but 70. I had to delete more than 70 videos. And these videos were from the time of like 2015 to 2017-ish. Y'all, first of all, ain't that many people have been in TLC as long as I have. So that's why a lot of people buy from me and join me, because they know they getting somebody who's really about this life. But I ain't gonna lie, back then it was the Wild Wild West. Ooh, you remember that Utopia? It was the Wild Wild West back then. We were making all kind of claims. We was like, look, this person grew back another foot. Not really, but there was a lot going on. And as a company grows, as it gets bigger, of course, more eyes, all eyes on me, right? And things change. So you have to comply to more as the monster grows. So like I said, I'm always in trouble with compliance. It's usually older videos. It's usually before we had all of these, things in place that we have to adhere to now. And it's not like I was just saying anything. I was saying what everybody else was saying. But again, regulatory changes, time changes. The world has changed since 2015. So that was the case with that. I asked the guy, because I had like 400 points on my account from when I hit 250 Club for the year. So I was like, hold up, player. Now is my account like on pause? So when we resume, everything gonna be exactly as it was? And he said, yeah. So, I kept my commissions, I kept my points, I kept my everything, right? Aphrodite, remember that 2015, boy, what? Especially in Atlanta. Woo! We was slinging this tea like dope, boy. Okay? But yeah, my point on doing this video is, number one, if you ever get contacted by compliance, comply. Don't panic. Don't get on the phone with an attitude. I swear, it just blows my mind. There are some people who they can't even hold it together to sign up. They in the sign up process, and they like, but it's not letting me go to the next page. And you like, did you check the box that says, I'm not a robot? Did you do that? Oh, okay. All right. I see now. And I'm like, I actually don't think I want to work with you. If that got you hemmed up, this might not be for you. But I try not to cut people off too fast, and I try to give them grace and say, you know what, the personal development is going to help their attitude if they plug in. If they don't, then our relationship will be very short lived, because I don't babysit folks. Because there are a lot of people that be like, how do you stay in MLM? I hated my MLM. I felt like I was babysitting, probably because you were babysitting. Go figure. I like what I do because I don't know. No. Because I've learned the hard way by babysitting people before not to do that. So now when you come onto my team, yes, you reach out to me, I got your back. However, I don't have your front and your sides and all of them things, okay? So you have to be self-reliant, and I work best with people who work with me. So, like, I pay attention to a person's attitude when they're setting up, when they're asking from the giddy up. And this is not like an MLM thing. This is something we should do in life, right? If a guy approaches you and like, what's up? That thing sitting real fat. That thing sitting, when you're in your 20s, you like, okay, hey. But when you're in your 40s, you like, what thing? Sitting what? Boy, if you don't get somewhere, right? Because you want somebody to speak to you, to compliment you with a little more couth than that thing sitting real fast, sitting real nice, right? Right? So you always look at how somebody communicates with you from the giddy up. And that kind of sets a precedent. It kind of lets you know, y'all laughing at me, it kind of lets you know what's going to go on later on down the line. I do the same thing with my team. From the moment you hit me in the inbox, from the moment you get on my text list, if you can't follow instructions, I see this probably ain't going to work out. If you have an attitude, like I called you yesterday and you still hit me back, this probably ain't going to work out, because I actually built my business for time freedom. So I enjoy my time. And when I get to do these things, that's when I do those things, right? Now, the second reason why I did this video is because I want you to know that this is actually a real business. You will have issues. And again, it goes back to communication. With compliance, the compliance department is really no different than customer service. They just got a different name because they specialize in that. It is nothing for you to panic about. And I've done emails actually before about compliance, okay? Because I've been in trouble with compliance plenty of time. But don't panic. Just comply. Excuse me. And I suggest doing it quickly because you don't want to forget, because time does go by very, very fast. So anywho, all is well now. I have all my stuff back, and it was just a little hiccup. It was quite the feat deleting 70 videos in like 24 hours, but your girl got it done. And yeah, that's it. So thank you all for watching. I hope this helps someone. If you're in TLC, take away this. Oh, and the other thing I want to tell y'all is this. A lot of companies don't even give you the chance to correct stuff. Y'all know that, right? Sometimes they just shut you down. No questions asked. No resolve. No nothing. They just shut you down, and that's it. So again, every time I'm contacted by compliance, it always makes me appreciate my company more, because I have friends in other companies and their compliance department, like, there is no compliance department. It's just a shutdown department. And that's just it. Game over. All your hard work gone just because of a misunderstanding. But I will always give TLC kudos. They have always, if there's ever been an issue, they've always reached out to say, hey, what's your side? Do you have proof? Can you fix this? And have a dialogue to make sure that all my hard work is not for naught, right? So I'm looking at this boy, y'all. All right, y'all. I will go and I'm going to come back, and where did I have to delete them from? YouTube. I built my whole entire business on YouTube. So yeah, I had to delete them from YouTube. And sometimes it might be Instagram, sometimes it might be Facebook, but in this particular instance, YouTube videos. So I'm going to come, why I, an MLM, I don't know why Facebook is cutting out, but I'm going to do a video for you guys to explain why I, an MLMer, actually love watching the anti-MLM channel. That's something that y'all didn't know about me, but you know, I always do things a little bit differently, so stay tuned for that. All right. If you like this video, subscribe, share, tell everybody about it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, have you ever been contacted by compliance? And if not, do you think you feel better about it when you do? Because again, if you're doing enough activity, eventually you will be contacted by them. But does this video make you feel better about it? All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.